I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Deathstroke, issue number 20. In the fallout of the Lazarus Contract, Slade Wilson's life has been changed forever. Is he ready to turn over a new leaf, or is this all part of a long con? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as the comic opens, Deathstroke the Terminator, the greatest assassin in the DC universe, is basking in the warmth of the rising sun. After briefly becoming one with the Speed Force, traveling through time, trying to fix his life, and ultimately seeing how fruitless it was, Slade Wilson has undergone something of a religious epiphany. Like many ex-cons before him, Deathstroke has found religion. He's found God, which, man, is a pretty hilarious time to do so in the DC universe when we basically know for a fact now God is a blue watchmaker who doesn't like pants. Deathstroke does, however, try to make amends for his sins, starting with Tanya Spears, aka Power Girl, who took him in a time of need, and he repaid her by killing a dog in front of her. Oops. I like that Slade really tries to hit home what a nice new guy he's becoming by wearing a nice new white suit and matching eye patch. He's also quoting biblical scripture to Tanya at the door about why she should forgive him his trespasses. Man, at this rate, if he just gets some time on a local public access channel, he can start his own TV church and become one of those big popular televangelists. Power Girl is in absolutely no mood, by the way. She's feeling a bunch of ovarian cramps right now, but more on that in a minute. Next up on Deathstroke's Apology World Tour is his son Jericho. The two had managed to grow a little bit closer by the end of Lazarus Contract, and he's even calling him son and saying that he loves him, which, you know, is a big old improvement. Jericho is also attempting to banish his own personal demons right now, mainly getting the OxyContin monkey off his back. Hey, more power to him. I've seen the horrors of that sort of addiction up close and personal. You'll also probably recall one of the big reasons Jericho started popping pills is because of the murder of his former lover, Dr. Icon. Only, here's the problem. The former Canadian super scientist turned superhero isn't actually dead anymore. Dr. Willen actually managed to load him up on a bunch of science juice. And now he's both totally hulked out and also totally hopped up on revenge against Deathstroke, who he blames for all of this bad stuff that's happened to him. Now, hey, remember before I said that Tanya was having some sort of ovarian pain? Well, I can't really speak to what exactly she has, but the doctors decide to prescribe her some birth control, which A, she doesn't really want because she's a Christian, and B, she's kind of freaked out about going to pick the whole thing up because she's an emancipated minor, which honestly I did not know until they brought that up here right now. Deathstroke follows her to the pharmacy and tries to sign for her pills. He also takes this opportunity to talk to Power Girl about what he has planned for her and a new team he's putting together. He says that Power Girl is a hero who lives on a borrowed name and borrowed powers, but he wants to help her accomplish more. He wants to help everyone in his life that he's hurt accomplish more. He wants to build a team that the book dubs the Dark Titans. You know, so much for not piggybacking on someone else's name, am I right? Deathstroke, making new names is difficult, but that's where the comic ends. So that was Deathstroke number 20, everybody, and overall I continue to give this book the credit that I've been giving it since it started, and that is it is easily one of the most adult, mature comic books on the market right now, especially in the superhero field. They tackle a ton of really heavy topics in here, including religion, faith, addiction, and Christopher Priest manages to pull it all off without making it seem like on a very special episode of Deathstroke. I'm definitely compelled by the idea of a former supervillain having a religious awakening and wanting to do good in the world, although I still find it kind of hilarious that Deathstroke believes in the Judeo-Christian version of God, even though we live in the DC universe where there are demigods, there are new gods, there are aliens and giant hands that start the whole universe. This is also, for all intents and purposes, the true conclusion to Lazarus Contract. This is really what Christopher Priest was all building up to, and we now get to see where it goes. My only real complaint is that, you know, if the whole end goal of this was to have Deathstroke start up his own super team, why did it take us so long to get here? There's also more than a few still hanging plot threads from the previous arc they need to address, mainly importantly, who was it who killed Jericho's wife? I mean, they implied it was Amanda Waller, but we never saw what become of that. Overall, though, I did enjoy it. I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 7 out of 10. So, there you have it, everyone. Deathstroke number 20, a comic that promises to kick off a crazy new status quo for the hero. I hope you enjoyed the video, and while I have your attention, why not check out some of these other videos I worked hard on throughout the week. Want to stay up to date on all the Titans-related books I got coming out from the channel? Well, there's no better way to do that than to head on over to Twitter and follow me at CaveJewel, or check out some of my other fun social media feeds down in the description of this very video. And before you go, if you're feeling in a charitable mood, might I recommend becoming a patron. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and podcasts before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So, until next time, everyone, this has been CaveJewel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again in another video. Bye-bye.